Hey guys, today we're going to set the record straight on this new curve that's came out within the past few years. It's called the P90TM, and there's a little bit of a difference between the Bauer and the CCM. And what I wanted people to know is that this is not a P92, it's a P92 but with more curve, but it's more than that. It's a little bit deeper, it's got some subtle differences, especially within the lie, and as far as it being created as of recent, it's a little bit different between manufacturers. So here we have a P92. The one stick in my hand is a CCM. We have a P90TM, non-pro stock in my hand. And then that's being compared to a Bauer pro stock. What looks like appears to be a P90TM. Now there might be subtle differences, but as you can see near the toe, and this has a little bit to do with the way it's taped, but also the Bauer has more of a toe kink. See right there, if you take a look, the Bauer, it's noticeably a little bit more kinked. And if you flip it around, let's see. Well, we'll just put it like this from this view. You can see how much more curved that is than the CCM. And really, with overall blade shape, if you take a look, they're almost identical. Blade height, there's really no difference. Now I have a P90TM, another pro stock CCM right here, and this is what it looks like. You see, it's got a little bit of a kink, but not a huge kink at the end of the toe. And what I wanted to bring out was several regular P92 curves, especially this old Easton one to compare it to. And if you compare both of these, we'll put them side by side. So let's take a little bit of a look here. Now let's see. See, the P90TM is on the right, and then you have the P92 on the left. And as you can see, it's got a little bit more on the toe, but it looks different because one's taped and one's not. But they're not the same curve. They're really not. See when they lie down flat? And I can even pull one up over the other. They're pretty similar, but they're not exactly the same. They play totally different. We'll take another look right here. See that? And then we can compare this P92 to the other curves. Let's do that. And see how the P92 is a little bit straighter. It's got maybe a little bit more loft to it, I would say. Feels different on the ice. But the P90TM has been taken over. You can see guys like Evander Kane using it. Jamie Benn, which is what it's pretty much named after. Tage Thompson. If you really take a glimpse during a game, you can see that little bit of a toe hook, and you know that it's a P90TM. I think maybe even Matthews uses it, I'm not sure. Me, I'm impartial to the P90TM. I'd rather take that over the P92 because with the Sakic curve, I just found that backhands were not exactly where I wanted them to be, even though pretty much everybody uses it these days. You'll see Cole Caulfield, any young person, they're going to use a P92 just because it's probably one of the best retail curves they offer out of the 4 retail curves that Bauer might have. They might have this in the P88 in the store, maybe a P28, and then you get lucky if you find a Malkin or something like that. But I found that the P90TM gets me more blade on the ice. I have a little bit of toe for pulling the puck, and I felt like the backhand was almost a little bit flatter, so I could get off a decent backhand. I like it better just for contact with the puck too. I found the puck wasn't sliding under my stick, which that's the biggest frustration with the P92, when the puck kind of slides under a little bit when you're almost not exactly super focused, when you're looking at the net or something like that. But it's all personal preference. Came here to make this video. I don't know if anybody will watch it. If they do, that's cool. If one person watches it, that's cool. If you guys have any questions, shoot me maybe a DM or something. I get like 1 or 2 watches for videos, so I just thought I'd make this to kind of show you guys the little differences.